Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, March 14th, 2021, and I have a ton of exciting news to go over with you guys. That's all related to the stimulus package and the economy. But before I get into that, if I could just implore you, please, for the love of all that is good in this world, if you could hit like and subscribe, I would really appreciate you. It helps grow the channel and it helps grow the community. And it also doesn't require a mask. No mask required. You just hit subscribe. You don't have to wear a mask. I'm comfortable with that. Um, Holy crap, what a week. So I told you the 1400 was coming in previous videos, but we all pretty much knew it. You don't need a crystal ball for that. However, here's something you might not know. People are already out spending the 1400 because if you're a middle class individual like me, I know myself. And my old self in my 20s would have been like, how am I going to rationalize this? I know the government is sending me $1,400. So that means this weekend we can go do a bunch of wild and crazy things that we can't afford. And when the stimulus checks comes and actually hits my account, I'll just reimburse my credit card, right? So a lot of activity out in my neck of the woods in Arizona. Like people, you could see a lot of commerce going on. People out spending, joyous, feeling, rich or whatever with their $1,400. Something that's important that I want to mention. I did mention before in previous videos. With my $1,400, what I'm doing is I am buying American Silver Eagles. And there's a distinct reason why I'm buying Silver Eagles. Number one is I can go anywhere in the globe. I can go to any coin shop, no matter where I am. I'm in Europe. I don't care if I'm in Iraq. I wouldn't be in Iraq, but if I was in Iraq, I could go to a coin shop and they would recognize an American Silver Eagle. Like it's the most recognizable coin there is, and they know its value, no matter where you go. So with my $1,400, I said in previous videos, I plan on buying $1,400 worth of silver, and that's a fact. I am going to do that. However, I want to caution all of you. So premiums on silver are really high right now. They'll probably go down within the next month or two. So right now, I think premiums are like $9 an ounce. It's normally closer to like $4 or $3 an ounce, and we'll hit that normal baseline, I think, within the next couple of months. So I'm gonna take my $1,400 cash and I'm gonna hoard it, and then in the next couple of months, when I see the premiums come down on silver and it gets to be more reasonable, like $4 or $5 per ounce, I'm gonna spend that $1,400 on silver alone. That's it, just American Silver Eagles. And then I thought probably within the next year, we'll check it maybe annually. Like, look, if you would have done this with your stimulus check, your $1,400 stimulus check, and bought the Silver Eagles like I did, $1,400 worth, this is what they'd be worth today. So I think it might be interesting to see so people could see the value of it. But uh, that all depends on if things are still standing in a year because things are not looking good. People are going crazy because they feel rich, right? I mean, I bought a $250,000 house a year ago, and guess what? Now it's valued at $425,000. Like, yeah, that's just a number I'm looking at on Zillow or whatever app you're looking at. But all of a sudden, these people feel like they're a lot wealthier than they are. They're like, wow, look at my wealth just jump tremendously in 1 year. But the housing market doesn't work like that. Under normal market circumstances. But we are not in normal market circumstances. Even though everybody wants to tell you this is fine, this is okay. I equate it to it's like a bunch of lobsters hanging out in a boiling pan that's not quite boiling yet. Like, oh, this feels good. It's great. It's getting hotter. It's beginning to boil. And all the lobsters have convinced themselves that everything's fine. And then before you know it, everyone's screaming. That's what's coming. But most Americans are completely blind to it. They don't even realize it because they're not looking at the facts. They're listening to their local news or whatever mass media channels they subscribe to, whatever echo chamber they happen to be in. Because none of these outlets are focused on the truth. They're focused on perpetuating a lie that our economy is bouncing back. No, it's not. An economy that is bouncing back doesn't require a $1.9 trillion stimulus. It just does not, folks. I know most of you know that. Like if you sit down, you like real quiet moment with yourself and think about it honestly. Does a healthy economy really require $1.9 trillion? No. You know the answer is no. But somehow people believe that this is normal. Like this is fine. It'll be all right. Government's going to print a little money, but man, look at this economy. It's really hopping. No, it's not. It's hopping because people who've never had money before are now putting more money into the market. And people are doing crazy crap. Because their homes are so overvalued, guess what they're doing? Cash out refis. Cash out refis are blowing up. It's almost right now to 2006 levels. And what was happening in 2006? People who already had homes and they were like, wow, look at our home value. It just skyrocketed. We could refi. And we could take some of that equity and we could do a home improvement. Okay. Add to the value. That makes sense. Or we could buy a boat. What? Oh, buy a boat. We could buy a car. Or that big truck I always wanted. Huh? Making up for those other areas of insufficiencies. Huh? Get that big truck with the big wheels. That's what they're doing now. It's the same thing. You think that everybody that's doing a cash out refi they're being responsible. No, it's building back up. And now what happens when the housing market corrects? Well, all we have to do is look back just a few short years ago. I mean, didn't we already learn this lesson? Apparently not, because most people are hard-headed. So I'm going to show you exactly where the cash out refis are. Here, and I'm going to have to disappear myself so you guys can see. Let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, so here we go. Let me move myself out of the way. I got my big head in the way there. Okay, here it is. Look, here's 2006, guys, right here. Look at the cash out refi volume, okay, in 2006. Look at the red line, follow it across. Ooh, we're getting dang close, aren't we? We sure are. Sorry about the ads. It happens. But I want you guys to see that I'm not just making this stuff up. These are facts. Americans are doing cash out refis, and you think that they're being really responsible with the money, right? No. In fact, a lot of them are being encouraged right now to guess what? Guess what they're being encouraged to do? Okay, I'll give you a second. Nope, you're wrong. That's not it. This is what they're being encouraged to do. There I am. Holy crap. I swear the camera adds 12 pounds. Anyways, probably 22. They're being encouraged to invest in the stock market. It can only go up, right? You know, it's ironic because the same thing happened right before the Great Depression. You can actually read books on the Great Depression. You could probably even get on the Google machine and bring it up. I should have done it before I started the video. I could find reference of how average middle-class Americans were encouraged to take out loans and invest in the stock market just prior to the Great Depression, just prior to the crash. I realize history doesn't always repeat itself, but it dang sure rhymes. We're seeing it. So let me move on to the next thing here I want to show you guys about housing. And this is going to require me to disappear myself as well. So give me 1 second and I will disappear myself. There we go. Okay. Look at home price growth. It is incredible. Year over year, 8.4%. It's just skyrocketing. And you think that's normal? It's certainly not normal. And the graph tells the story. You know what's funny to me is there's market experts that are like, well, the housing market really doesn't work like that, right? Like the housing market takes years to really react. Here I am. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Let me give you an example. I'm being told right now by market experts the housing market takes 6 to 10 years to react to market pressures. That's crap. That is crap. In 2000, 6, 7, we've seen this huge crash, right? In 2010, I bought a home here in Arizona for 50% less than what it was worth just 4 years previous. Okay? And if that mumbo jumbo they're trying to sell us is true, well, the housing market takes a lot longer to react. Well, it didn't take that long to react going up, did it? 8.4% in 1 year. 8.4% in 1 year. Now, on the chart, that looks significant, and it certainly is significant, but it wouldn't be that significant if something crazy and wild had taken place. For instance, if wage growth had grown by 12.5%, well, then 8.4% home price increase would seem reasonable. But when you look at home prices and you're like, wow, it's clear we're in a bubble. Home prices are clearly overvalued. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath starter home in my area, $350,000 all day with multiple offers. That is outrageous and it's unsustainable. And by the way, an 8.4% growth in home prices is unsustainable unless you have significant wage increase. So is that happening? Is that happening around the globe? Is that happening right here in America? I don't think it really is. It might be happening in China, especially when people start spending all their crap, right? Spending that $1,400 on the Chinese goods. You might see wage growth happen in China. I could see that. At least they're manufacturing stuff. But we're gonna depend on, hospitality and leisure to save us. It's just laughable. And people are walking around in this daze. Like it's almost like the cartoons, you see someone's eyes and they're hypnotized. That's what I feel most Americans, the stage they're in right now. They just believe it. We are headed for the greatest global economic downturn that the world has ever seen. And the only thing propping up the markets around the world is every single fiat currency is being printed like mad right now. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And they're telling us everything's okay. All they're doing is just printing, no matter where you live. From China to France, all they're doing is printing their fiat currencies. Talk about the yuan, the yen, all of it's being printed like crazy, just like the US dollar. So when people say, yeah, but the US dollar is the safe, well, is it the safe haven? No, the US dollar is this. The US dollar is the least sick child in the hospital. All the children are sick, though. We're just the least sick. So let's look at wage growth. because that's the only thing that can really support huge home price increases like 8.4%. So let's see, what are wage growth doing? What is wage growth doing? I'm probably gonna have to disappear myself for this one too. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, it don't look good. I got a preview. Here you go. Actually, I don't think I have to disappear myself. Um, where are we at? 2.3? 2.3. Yikes. That's the last number they have from October. Okay, and so the counter argument would be, right, hey, I just looked it up on Google and we're actually at 4.7. Okay, 4.7. Hey, Dodo, home prices have jumped 8.4 year over year, 8.4%. You're not going to be able to pay your mortgage, not for long. This game show is about to end because that's really what it is. It's a game show. People are they're all in. They think that I don't know. Look at inflation. Inflation is taking off. Like let me bring myself back here. I'll give you the lowdown. Here it is. Hold on one second. I'll get back to where I'm comfort. I'm gonna get my comfort zone. Okay. Here's the lowdown. The lowdown is this. You have people that are rationalizing the reasons that we're seeing spikes in different markets. Okay. I'll give you an example. Lumber. Lumber has increased by 180% since last year. 180%. And the rationalization is, well, it's really a supply chain issue. Okay. A supply chain issue. Get out of here. Home prices, 8.4%. It's significant. The average medium priced home nationwide has increased over $24,000 in a year. And that's on the low end. You come to my neck of the woods, you're going to be paying $100,000 over what you would have paid a year ago. Maybe a year and a half ago, you'd be paying $100,000 more. How is that sustainable? That's not. Reasonable people know this. Gas prices? Yeah, I know. Your hometown, everything's fine in my hometown. Our gas prices are fine. Okay. Out here in Arizona right now, I'm paying what was it, 348, 350 for mid-grade? You think that's going down anytime soon? Summer travel coming? I could easily see gas prices here going to 450 for the summer. And wages are stagnant. But yeah, there's a bunch of pent-up demand. No, people got $1,400 in their pocket right now. That's what they're doing. You're spending that credit card, gonna, pay it off when that government money comes. And then what? Well, and then what is there's going to be more stimulus. That's what's going to happen. The government's just going to have to keep printing this money until they can't print no more. And the only thing that's going to make them not be able to print anymore is when the rest of the globe wakes up and says, look, the dollar is the reserve currency, but it's not worth anything. They're going to print like mad. They just keep printing. What's it worth? Eventually it's worth nothing. And history teaches us that. I drug on and I drug on. I'm sorry this went long. But there is opportunity in tragedy. There always is. And for those people that are awake, for those people that are buying food right now, buying water right now, canned food, water, precious metals. Okay, maybe you just take that $1,400 and improve your home security. That's a dang good idea. That's a real good idea for what is coming. Home security is a great option for that $1,400. This channel is not financial advice. Okay, I'm just some clown on the internet, some clown on YouTube. But I'm passionate about what I'm talking about because we're not being told the truth. And I really want all my friends, family, loved ones, and other decent people out there to not fall to this crap, this lie that everything's okay. Everything's not okay, and you're going to have to depend on yourself. Okay, this inflation is going to destroy our economy. You don't think there's inflation? Go out to lunch. Go sit down and have a lunch at a sit-down restaurant if you're brave enough. You got to wear your magic mask until you get to the table, and then you take that magic mask off because its magic is used up. Then you eat, and then you put your magic mask back on. Go outside. Hey, I love you all. Thank you for coming back to the channel. I'll see you next week. Until then, please take care.